Hello everyone, this is Daga, and today we're going on a murdering spree at the Coral Highlands. So right at the start of the run, here's a tip I got from Prey. You can sometimes see Pukei-Pukei flying over there. It didn't show up this time. If it's flying there, it's better to go down because it will be in the area down the slope. I'll link to his run there in the top right corner. It's a bit faster than mine and I learned a lot from it, so make sure to watch that too. So since Pukei isn't going to be nearby, I'll go after Legiana first instead. So we do our Spider-Man moves to get up there somewhat fast. Still pretty far from spawn, but Coral Highlands. Then just finishing buffing up, and I use an opener inspired by Prey's run too. So I once again have earplugs for consistency, and I get a perfect rush early on before doing a wound. Ideally, I'd hit off that on the face, especially the finisher, but we'll take those. It's pretty hard to be super consistent on a 5 monster run, so I was doing the falling bashes to fish for Clagger, which I just got. So now I can get my wound. Do the uppercut to the face, that's light wounding damage. Then the sword and shield clutch flow attack, another light wounding damage, and there's our wound. Now once again using the Falling Bash to fish for Clagger, got the Enrage Rower, so do a few quick perfect rush hits. And the key to Legiana with Sword and Shield is patience. You can punish a lot of her ground attacks with a perfect rush or a Falling Bash. Got another Clagger there, so just do the Shield Bash and roll to the left to do the uppercut and extend the Clagger to do another perfect rush. So as long as you're patient when she's in the air and wait for the landing, you can get some pretty nice openings. You can punish that with a Falling Bash or a perfect rush. Roll through that and mistime that, it happens. And it's already going to the nest. It's pretty hard to stop Legiana from flying away, so Do the Spider-Man thingy once again and let's go after it. Here I don't heal the Ice Blight on purpose. I want to leave it there so I can activate Coalescence as late as possible and hopefully have the boost for Pukei later. So here's the Legiana. Oi, Cissa! My cat is here, so that was Portuguese. So got another Clagger, extend it. I just use the Clutch Claw to make sure I don't miss the Claw Uppercut or anything, and it's dead. So let's drop down and go after Pukei, which should be in the area down the slope here by now. So there's Pukei, you can see it's pretty fat already, so it has already eaten berries while we're busy with Legiana, but no problem. I'll do the perfect rush opener here once again. This one works properly, I get a lot of hits on the head, manage to flinch the head out of the fat state, and I think it's humanly impossible to do the claw uppercut to its face, so I do the regular clutch claw attack and oh, there I did it. Got hit, but I got my wound. It was just a stretch back fake Coalescence, trust me on that one. So it's already wounded, and then we can just punish its attacks with whatever combos we have available. Clutch, perfect rushing there, facing the wrong way, but still hitting a lot. Use a no berry once again because Water Blight is pretty annoying. There did just a few quick slashes because there was no time for a bash or a perfect rush, but I got a Clagger, so perfect rush sitting coming. And it's that already, it's just a Pukei, what were you expecting? Now after the Paolumu, which is in the area down there. It's flying around among the corals. Here is the capture net to remove the Sleepy Toad. TA rules allows that. I've had this frog rowing quite a few runs already, so I'm not taking any chances here. And once again, I'll do the perfect rush opener. And that gets me a Clagger already, so we can go get that sweet, sweet wound, but the Clutch Claw is a very well implemented mechanic, so I wound up at the wing rather than the face. But no problem, we can just do it again. And they'll do a Clutch Claw attack in there just for good measure. When Paolumu is deflated, it will always jump back and inhale air until after each attack, until it's inflated. So there, do the charge, and you just jump back. So we'll hit it there. It does the tail spin thingy, and it will jump back once again. And it's already inflated actually, so no jumping back. Well, inflated Paolumu is pretty annoying to deal with with Sword and Shield. Imagine the great Sword and Shield player could use a lot of falling bashes and hit them and get a dunk. But I'm not that consistent, so instead I'm fishing for a mount with the jumping slash. And there's the mount. It takes a little while, but then Paolumu will die right after. If I wanted to fish for the dunk with the falling bashes, it would probably take a while too, between waiting for openings and blah blah blah, so I like the mount better. If you think it's not optimal, then you can make your better run. I'll be okay with that. So there's our mounting finisher. It's down, so we do a falling bash into perfect rush combo. There's the bash, and there's the perfect rush. And it's that. It's a Paolumu. So now Ebony and Zinogre are up, and Zinogre spawns pretty close to this area, so we'll go after it first. And there it is. See ya, Zinogre. I'll use earplugs to get the wound real quick. There's a setup you can use to get the wound without earplugs, but I'm not consistent enough with it. Like, earplugs is super helpful for consistency in these longer runs. I'm liking it. So the charge up is an opportunity for a perfect rush. Unfortunately, I got a bit too greedy there, going for the finisher and got hit. So, tried once, you don't succeed, so let's do it again. This time it worked because it jumped back. It's really hell-bent on charging up, so we take those. Another finisher. This time I don't get hit, dodge that. I got hit there instead. Well, it happens. I don't have much experience with regular Zinogre. It's super annoying to fight, super tanky. So I got a clutch thing in there with the water thingy. I think that's not banned. Like, the TA rules don't mention anything, so I'll take it. I'll just trying to dance with Zinogre, but getting hit a fair bit. And it's charging up again. This will be the final charge up. Like, you go into the super charge after that. So I do the falling bash to fish for trip, which I don't get. But okay, since we have earplugs, we can go and punish that. The first fall thingy doesn't trip, so I'll just face tank it. Then Zinogre jumps back to go into rage mode, but he got the trip. There with the finisher, so I do a falling bash into perfect rush, because you can do that in the Zinogre trip, and it's done. So that was super clutch. That was kinda nice. It's only Ebony Odogaron left, and spoiler alert, this is super duper sloppy. Like, Ebony is probably the sloppiest thing you're going to see on this channel. And yeah, I know the Devil Joe on the previous round was super sloppy too. This is even worse. But I will survive. Barely. So Ebony usually shows up and goes to this plateau, so it's here, I mean, we can see it on the map. It's quite far away, but you'll get to it. So here's a sloppy thing number one. My idea was to try to fish for a few hits on the face early on to try and get head break, but as you can see, that failed horribly. I missed everything, Jesus. So now I have to deal with an Enrage, Unwounded, and Dragon Field Ebony Odogaron. This is horrible. I also really don't know the matchup with Sword and Shield, so I'm kind of trying to fish for the wound and kind of trying to fish for a head hit to get the head break. I'm also taking the Ice Sword and Shield precisely because of this guy. You need elemental damage to break the face, and its primary weakness is water, but it's fairly weak to all elements but dragon. And Zinogre and Pukei-Pukei are weak to ice, so I took the Ice Sword and Shield. So there I tried to get the Claw Uppercut, but of course I missed. And then I'm just alternating between trying to fish for a few hits on the face and hopefully get that break sooner rather than later. And there it is. So I finally get the uppercut and wound to the face. And I'll do a perfect rush. But even if it gets up and goes into rage mode again with a rower, I have earplugs, so I'll be fine. Dodged through that, but I forgot it was a double spin, so I got hit by the second one. Whoopsie. And I'll just fish for the head hit. After that it's going to jump back, and we can punish that. Let's go to Flagger. I'll just use the Clutch Claw normally to make sure I don't miss. It was a pretty bad positioning. Unfortunately, I kind of missed the perfect rush later. This is super awful, Jesus. Like, the best Sword and Shield tutorial you can find is doing this, but the opposite things I'm doing, like play well rather than poorly. Now that was a nice perfect rush, and got the counter thingy going on, so we can punish that with a perfect rush too. I missed the face there though, but it's finally that. So yeah, that was pretty sloppy, but the run overall was pretty cool. So there's that. You can, as I said, you can use that as a tutorial. The Ebony Odogaron fight. Just do everything I didn't do and don't do anything I did. So there's the set. It's the same one I used on the previous runs. This time there's no swamp, so aquatic mobility isn't really needed. So it's fine to run attack boost too, but it's an okay set. Your plugs is really nice for consistency. Even if I didn't get monster showdowns on this one, just being able to consistently deal with the rowers is pretty nice. Messing up a single one can be pretty detrimental to the run. Even if running a bunch of offensive skills and know your plugs and playing perfectly is optimal, blah blah blah. I'm okay with being suboptimal. Yeah, that's it. So there's that. Pokemon Mystery Dungeons coming to the Switch this week, so I don't know if I got the Rotten Veil run out. I also really hate Fulgor and Janat, so if I get that run, look forward to that. It will be the sloppiest thing ever. There's our final time, as usual. This was the fastest of the three so far. So thanks for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you again. Bye bye!